Hello, and welcome to another episode of 5 Minutes with Freed. I'm your host, Michael Freed. I'm a litigation partner in the matrimonial and family law firm of Berkman, Botker, Newman, and Shine, with offices in New York City, Westchester, and Long Island. And today, my special guest is Keren Birnbaum of Weiss, Zaret, Brofman, Sondlicher, and Levy, PC. So, Karen, welcome to 5 Minutes with Freed.
Thank you so much, Michael. I know it's a very long name.
Phew, it is.
Well
So,
done.
so, Karen, tell us what is Weiss, Zaret, Brofman, Sondlicher, and Levy PC, and what's your role in the firm?
Sure, we could just call it Weisert for short. Sorry to
Okay.
the rest of them. We are a full service law firm. We have concentrations in healthcare law, all aspects of corporate business, litigation, and most recently, we do estate planning. So, just as a full circle story, along with my partner Jamie Lewis, had our own law firm. It's called Birnbaum Lewis, very unique, where we did estate planning for the sandwich generation, and we brought our practice to Weiss in February of this year. So I am a partner now at the Weiss law firm of their estate planning practice area.
Excellent. So, Karen, you know that I'm a matrimonial and family law attorney. When would my clients most often require your services?
So interestingly enough, almost always will they need our services. So really anybody going through some sort of transition in their life, whether it's getting married and need a prenup or getting divorced and need a postnup, well, not that order, but getting divorced, anything along with needing child custody issues, needing to change their healthcare decisions. People don't think about that when they're going through these situations. Do you really want the person you're fighting with making these healthcare decisions for you if you're still legally married? Oftentimes, people don't realize their marital situation has an impact on their estate planning situation. So if they don't have the proper estate planning documents in place and they get divorced, and if the divorce isn't finalized and something happens to one of them, their almost ex-spouse still has legal rights to their estate. And people don't realize these things, but they're throughout the matrimonial process. So I'm sure you encounter it many times.
Oh, yes, I definitely do. So, Karen, what's the best way for a prospective client or other professional like myself to contact you?
I love email. Call me a of this generation. I think email's best because we, unfortunately, for better or for worse, always have our phones with us. So even if it's the weekend, um, I get my emails, I get my voicemails, I get my voicemails to my emails. I'm sure you get the same. It's
Yes.
basically I'm always attached. So I say 24/7 really is 24/6 for me. I do give myself a day off. But if there's an emergency, it will be available all the time. I'm always available as a resource to my colleagues and in emergency situations, especially in estate planning. Sometimes there are those emergencies, whether they are perceived emergencies or actual emergencies, maybe a difference between my perspective and a client's perspective, but we are always there. So email.
And what's your email address?
Yes. It's Keren at weisszaret.com. So Keren is actually spelled Keren. So it's unique. And Weiss Zaret. So we left off, sorry, Brofman, Santa Clara, and Levy, but keep it short and simple.
Perfect.
Thank
So
you.
now, Karen Birnbaum, we've now come to the most important part of our show,
Okay.
and that happens to be the question of the week.
Okay.
So, Karen Birnbaum, this is your question of the week. If you could swap lives with a famous person for one day, who would it be and why?
That's a hard question. Yeah, because the list goes in your mind. Do I just really want to be someone very wealthy and just have all the things taken care of? Or do I want to actually be introspective and think, okay, so this is what I think. I think I'd choose, this is going to be unique, Golda Meir.
Ah,
So she is Israel's first woman and only woman prime minister. And I think I would choose her because of my legal background. Um, she is a strong, confident woman, decisive, and able to rule and also be a mother at the same time. So I would love to take those characteristics and be able to rule people around. That sounds nice. And not only am I biased because my middle name is actually Golda. I'm not named after her, but I do have this connection with her on some other level, I suppose.
I have to tell you, that is a great answer. And
Thank you.
Karen Birnbaum, you have said it all. You are helping people plan their estates one day at a time. And I want to thank you for being a wonderful guest on 5 Minutes with Free.
Thank you so much for having me, Michael. It's been a pleasure.